Hello everyone, welcome back to Tiff's Cozy Corner. I'm Tiffany, and we were going to be playing Hypnospace Outlaw, but I kind of ruined the footage of my first part of the playthrough. So, I can explain what happened. The footage, the audio mixing got ruined, because I do not know how to do that kind of thing very well. I configured it wrong, and my voice was drowned out by the gameplay. Luckily, that shouldn't happen this time because I have the game audio and my voice separated on different tracks. So we're going to be playing Kirby's Dream Land 3 today. It's another game that means a lot to me. Yeah. This game is one of my... I would say my favorite game. I wouldn't say my favorite game. I would say it's definitely one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, which is one of my favorite consoles. I actually kind of prefer Superstar. This one's much more cozy, but as a game, I think Superstar is has much more variety. I don't know how to describe it. Probably just because I played Superstar more. Especially on the DS as a kid. Without further ado, Kirby's Dream Land 3, everyone. I'm checking the audio balance, making sure it is all okay. Actually, it doesn't even matter if I'm going to be fixing it in post, so I'm not going to touch it. Yeah. I actually own this game physically. For the sake of convenience, I am emulating it. But I actually own the Japanese version of this game on Super Famicom. I actually have quite a sizable video game collection. Or at least retro games. Something about this game. It's very pretty, just adorable. I mean, Kirby games are always adorable, but this one especially just has a vibe to it that not even Kirby Superstar manages to pull off. And I think this game was definitely... Oh. You are not invited. It's been a while, I'm sorry. I think this game was released rather late into the Super Nintendo's lifespan. A lot of games are like that on Nintendo consoles that happen to be some of the best. Like, I know, like, Mother 3 came out in 2006. That's like, I think 2 years after the Nintendo DS came out. But yeah, the neat gimmick with Kirby's Dream Land 3 is that you can control little animal friends here. This is Nago, he's a cat. And Rick here is a hamster that... I like him. I like all the animal friends. I'm gonna go with the cat, though, because I'm a little biased. I like cats. Except I'll be even more biased when we meet the bird character, the little parakeet named Pitch. But this is Nago. I don't know if the animal friends have specific themes to which attacks they use, depending on the ability. But it is just fun to experiment. I like that about these early Kirby games. This one and Kirby 64 being two of my favorites. But still, my favorite is still probably Superstar. Actually, that's actually not true anymore, is it? I was a little late to the party, but I did play Robobot recently. And I thought that game was fantastic. But I've played almost every Kirby game. Not to completion, but a sizable amount. The only one I haven't played, like, at all, I think, is Air Ride, which is kind of surprising, because I hear Air Ride is really good. And of course, there's the sequel coming out on the Switch 2. I don't own a Switch 2, but... Oh, it just does that? Huh. I guess, yeah, the controls are a little weird in this game. I thought my controller was acting up. But each animal friend has their own little quirk. Like, Nago here can jump 3 times, as I guess all cats can do. And another thing about this game, each level has a little gimmick, or a puzzle, or whatever. For example, don't step on the flowers. And you'll be rewarded with a heart star, which is the main collectible in this game. Or at least the important MacGuffin. Because, you know, every Kirby game's gotta have an important MacGuffin. And then you get a heart star, which they're required to get the good ending in this game, so. Yeah, I didn't really need that. I'll take it. And I do, you know, as you know, I know these games like the back of my hands. So, I mean, I am kind of in the phase of my channel where I'm just kind of introducing and establishing everything. Like, for example, I'm Tiffany. Nice to meet you. And I'm already talking like I've owned this channel for several years, which you can't blame me that much, because I actually have had a YouTube channel before. I've run a YouTube channel, but if you were to go back and track that down, which I don't think that channel's even up anymore. I might have deleted it. I do not remember. But if you were to track that down and see my old content somehow, you wouldn't recognize me at all. I don't even know how you would manage to discern the fact that that is me. For a variety of reasons. For one thing, I mean, look at me. I don't look much like a girl, do I? I digress. Well, another thing, my sense of humor used to be a lot different back in the day. And it's not a bad thing. Humor changes. But, I mean, humor has its place on a channel like this, but I tone it down a little, just for the sake of, you know, relaxing content. Which is kind of just the gist of what I want to be doing for the rest of my time on YouTube for the foreseeable future. Oh yeah, I kind of glazed over the gimmick of this level, or the puzzle. You just gotta, I guess, flirt with that weird spring guy. I don't know. This is Choo Choo. She's a octopus-like blob character. And I don't know what her deal is. I guess she has some sort of love interest with Kirby. This is the only time Kirby is seen smiling in this game for some reason. At least in sprite form. But yeah, I just flirted with the spring guy and now he gives me a heart star. Cool, I guess. I was going for the 1-ups. I don't know why. No particular reason. Not like Kirby games are hard or anything, but... Okay. So here's how the pattern goes. The first level involves a flower of some... The first level of every world, if you look here. First level involves a flower. Second level is a bit of a mixed bag. Third level is always a minigame, as we will soon see. You know, it took me a really long time to realize that the song was remixed in Squeak Squad. Which is funny, because I played both of those games as a kid. I played both this and Squeak Squad. So we got Kind the fish. And then we got Koo, who's an owl. I know my bird bias is already showing, but you know how it is. My favorite, though, is Pitch, because he's clearly some kind of parrot, and I love parrots. As you can, if you look at my shoulder right now, I have one literally standing right here. So I like his little lightning bolt attack here. Kirby Dream Land 2 is a good game. I haven't played it as much of it as this one. I have beaten it though. I haven't played as much of it as this one. You know, for good reason. It's a more simple Game Boy game. Alright, I gotta pay attention here. But yeah, Kirby Dream Land 2, not a bad game. I like the music in that one. But the music, like everything done in this game, it does even better than 2. Which is probably why this one's more remembered. But is my mouse being picked up? I apologize if it was. And I wasn't even paying attention. Hey, I still got it. A lot of my Kirby hyperfixation at the current moment is stemmed from, well, not just because I played the games religiously as a kid, but also because I've been listening to the Siva Gunner lately. Now, if you don't know who Siva Gunner is, they're a channel dedicated to uploading, well, technically video game music, but usually it has a little edit or a twist or a melody swap or a mashup. It's really hard to explain with one sentence if you're not familiar with them. But they do make a lot of good music, a lot of funny stuff, a lot of good inside jokes there. And they also have a really big Kirby bias, because they are always... There's a lot of Kirby music on there, so that's pretty cool. It's Siva Gunner with 2 eyes. It's like Silva Gunner, but it's technically spelled with an uppercase I instead of an L. So just a little jape, little bait and switch, I suppose. It really is a mixed bag with Siva Gunner music, because you don't know whether you're going to get something genuinely catchy and good, or the Flintstones theme for the 5 millionth time. But as I was saying, Siva Gunner did kind of rekindle my Kirby hyperfixation. Because while I'm at work, I listen to Siva Gunner sometimes. Actually, I listen to Siva Gunner all the time at work, just because I don't have anything better to do. It's a boring job. I actually work 2, but one is much more boring than the other. I gotta pay rent somehow, though. Really expect me to fight this guy with the stone ability? Yeah. One more hit. Alright, let's go. You gotta pick up the monkey here. I think the monkey is from another HAL Laboratory game? I could be wrong about that. But they do hide a lot of funny references in this game, especially with the missions. Like, I don't mean to spoil it, but in one of the missions you literally fight Metroids just to help Samus. It's pretty funny. Okay, that was stupid. I might be speeding through this game a little bit just because I'm so used to playing it. Maybe I shouldn't do that. There he is. Yeah, I don't know. I think she's from some HAL game based on Journey to the West. I think. I watched a few video essays on Kirby not too long ago, but I don't remember a lot of it, a lot of the nitty-gritty info. Alright. We're gonna drop Nago here in a little bit, because this level requires a different animal friend. That being kind. The little blue fish guy we saw earlier. Well, he's not little, but he should be one of these doors. Yes, he is. I like how the animals are always like, hey, what the hell? When you choose someone that isn't them. And I feel bad for him, but it is what it is. Okay, I need to like take it slow. The attacks are a little delayed for one thing. It can be a bit annoying. Listen. Pressing it now. 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 Oh well, my voice was delayed on that one. But you get the idea. He's gotta meet his friend, I guess. I'll let them pee together. You don't actually have to do that, but I do it. I just think it's nice of me to do. Now we're in a little forest area. I feel bad for Rick. I'm gonna pick him. I haven't used him yet. Then again, I haven't used Pitch either, and he's like my favorite, so. But we have yet to see him since the second level. Now we're collecting those little shapes, the shape that you just saw. I guess some clown guy wants to juggle him. I didn't even know I needed that. triangle. I don't get any help, but... I have not yet played Kirby in the Forgotten Lands. I haven't had my hands on a Switch for a while, though. I've mostly been playing my Steam Deck. No splash shoot. Keep moving. I might get a Switch 2 at some point. Obviously, it's not going to be now because I have rent to pay, but... once I do, I'll give Forgotten Land a try. I won't record it though, because I imagine my initial reaction to the game won't be as calm as I normally am in these videos. That being 2 of them. This one and the first Minecraft one. So I do intend to upload this the same day I record it. And hopefully maybe even edit it. These little mole-looking guys can heal you if you eat them. Not that I need to, but I just find that interesting. A little bit of trivia for you. And the spiders, if you eat them, they'll take damage. And I'm gonna speed through this. No particular reason. Yeah, it's almost like this character's overpowered with this kind of mobility or something. But each character does have their weaknesses, as we will soon see. Alright, our first boss. Major boss, at least. However, I am going to try something different. I'm going to switch out my character, or my animal friend here, for a better ability and a better combo, I suppose. I was gonna go with, I actually don't remember what I was gonna go with. Nago and Fire, but I don't want to go to another level just to get an ability. I'm gonna go with Nago Cutter. Like that little art there. Alright, here's Whiskey Woods. You know, the usual first boss of the Kirby game. Not too hard. Even though I just took damage. And again, and I took damage again. And I took damage again. You know, not too hard. Now he's angry. Second phase of sorts. It looked too hard. Despite the fact that I took 4 hits of damage. Hiding shame for that. Whatever. I'm sorry. Actually, that looks weird, doesn't it? Yeah, this long animation plays every time you beat a world with all the heart stars. And with that, I will leave it there. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh yeah, it did pick up my mouse cursor. I'm sorry if it did that. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. take care of yourselves. Drink plenty of water, all that. Bye. I don't know how to end these yet.